Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome. My name is Amy Holmesy, and I am with My Holistic Club. I'm calling in today from Tampa Bay, sunny Florida. And I have a very important guest on the line today. I'm very excited about what we're going to be sharing with you. So this My Holistic Club holistic highlight is going to be called Genetic Lifespan. And folks, you're going to want to hear this and you're going to want to follow up and ask some questions. But first of all, welcome to the call. And for those of you who don't know who My Holistic Club is, we are a membership club in the Tampa Bay area for holistic health. We also work with practitioners and affiliates all over the country because a lot of them do work remotely. But at the core of it, we're a holistic community coming together to help the body, mind, and spirit work at an optimal level in a more affordable way. So with My Holistic Club, we do have different affiliates, different protocols, but we also have products on here that we believe are top notch in their category that I personally use. So with that, I'm excited to bring on my guest. This afternoon, we have Mr. Jeffrey Gall, and he is with Genetic Lifespan. He is actually a partner with the company and also the Chief Revenue Officer. So Jeffrey, welcome to the call.
Well, thank you, Amy, and hello to all your listeners.
Thank you. So nice to have you on here. I'm excited about this call because as I gotten to know you and the other founders and doing the test myself, I was literally blown away. But I know people haven't heard of it. So
Sure.
If you would take a few moments and share with us, what is Genetic Lifespan? Who is Genetic Lifespan at the core?
Great. Well, actually, we're, almost in synchronicity with your holistic club. It's like Genetic Lifespan is actually the somewhat of an umbrella corporation that owns different verticals. We set them all up as separate companies, obviously, just in case things change in the marketplace, we can pull out one division and plug another one in, and it doesn't affect the entirety of the opportunity and the products and services that we're offering. So Genetic Lifespan is focused in two major verticals. The vertical of immunotherapy, that innate intelligence, we've been blessed with that birth, our body knows how to heal and repair. And then we have the vertical of longevity, youth enhancement, health span, living the longest, healthiest life. It's not just about lifespan, it's about your health span and enjoying that peak performance quality of life for your entire life. With that, our first pillar, we'll call it, is a product called Age Code, and that's the one that you've been introduced to and very exciting. And what we did was we looked at all the diagnostics available today, everything that traditional medicine is doing, research is doing, and we focused in the genetics, epigenetics, methylation, and intracellular micronutrient market. And we created a very unique test. And that test actually combines over 15 different tests. And we give you a complete blueprint of what's going on in your body. So we look at everything from what's called genetic predisposition. So the things you were born with, you got from mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, the things you can't change, they're there. But there's been a massive study on epigenetics, and that is your lifestyle choices actually control or dictate how those genes express. So if you think of a light switch, turning them on and off, that's what your lifestyle choices do. Unfortunately, there were no real tests to do that. We have discovered and have been working with some validated technology that does exactly that. So not only can we look at your genes, but we can also look at your epigenetics and how they're intertwined and what's going on, and then feed that into these major algorithms developed by Harvard, Yale, Duke, and a couple other Ivy League schools, along with an AI with trillions of data points. And this gives you a blueprint of what's going on, and not only what's going on, but now a report could be 65 to 100 pages long of actionable suggestions from a functional medicine standpoint. So we tie in whether you're a vegetarian, what foods are good for you, whether you're a meat eater, what foods are good. We tie in sleep that most people forget about, staying hydrated, most people forget about, exercise, most people don't talk about, even stress management. So it combines everything from lifestyle. So when you talk about mind, body, spirit, we're in total alignment with you. But now we have validated diagnostics to actually measure that. And then here's what's exciting. Once you measure and you make some lifestyle changes, whether it's supplements, whether it's dramatic changes in your life, whether it's treatment protocols, and then you retest in 6 months or so, you can actually see if it's worked or not. There's never been validation like this before that's looking intracellular wise and what's actually happening to you.
Yeah, that was what was very exciting for me and impressed me the most, right? And I think we are in alignment. I'm very proactive as far as taking my health in my own hands. I've had health issues in the past. Western medicine wasn't working for me, so I have for 30 years practiced and studied natural health, and this was just a natural fit. But I like to say, genetics loads the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger, right? And so I will tell you, Jeffrey, since I've taken my test, it was an eye-opener. And you mentioned the word validation. Being in the natural health space, I did have a lot of validation of what I'm doing was working. So that was good. I liked that. I'm a big believer in documentation beats conversation, and it validated my time, my efforts, and my money of these modalities that I'm doing. And I take some of the best and use some of the best products in the world. And my, biological age was almost a decade younger. So that was good. But what was really surprising was I have some things I need to clean up that I never knew about. And I may never have known if I didn't take this test. And even with all the tests I've done, whether it's Western medicine or working with all my naturopaths, I didn't know I had some heavy metals. I didn't know I had some other things going on that were from years and years ago. So now I'm working with you as well as my other practitioners to clean that up. And I'm just thankful that I found this and did that, because who knows, a year, 5 years, 10 years down the road, it could have been a major issue, right? All of a sudden I have something major happening. But I love that this is a roadmap. Okay. It's like a GPS. It tells you what your body needs or what you're lacking or what's going on. And now we can change the trajectory of that. So I love that. So, Jeffrey, if you don't mind, please share with everyone just a couple minutes of what your background is.
Sure. I'm actually, formal education is electrical engineering. I worked in the aerospace industry. And 5 years into that, I realized that there was something more for me. I wanted to be of service, and I was looking for something that gave me much more gratitude or felt blessed by. And I got into wellness, which has been the best decision of my life. And with working with nutraceuticals, I got into quantum physics, energy medicine. I've spoken on immunotherapy in Southeast Asia as a keynote speaker for years. I've co-formulated products, I've been working with stem cells, exosomes, and other biohacking modalities. I've owned a couple of clinics. I've helped people open clinics. And so that engineer brain has really got me to open up and look at really amazing things and look at it in a logical manner. So it makes total sense if you begin looking. And like you said earlier, we don't know what we don't know. So how are we going to make better decisions? So let's give you all this new information and allow you to go down that path now, but not just go down and hope it works, or maybe it works, or I hope it doesn't hurt me. And we can then prove out that, okay, out of all the things you're doing, these things are great, but these other things aren't so great. That allows you to start saying, okay, these things I've been doing is not good on this end. Let me reevaluate. Or here's the big surprise. Sometimes you realize I have this gene, which, by the way, expresses differently in everyone else. We know the famous MTHFR gene that everybody is talking about. The challenge with that gene is just knowing the gene is only a small part. How that gene expresses in you, let's say you and I both had the variant, it expresses differently in us based on lifestyle. Well, how are you going to know how it's expressing unless you run the methylation and epigenetics? So it really is like, when I think in a logical manner, it makes total sense. And by the way, we're all about wellness outcome. So we work directly with practitioners. They're using it to help their patients' wellness outcome. We're working with individuals like yourself who have this network and this tribe of people that are so hungry to step back in their power and take control, that can share on this. I mean, it's a great open enrollment opportunity for people to just be involved, whether you're an influencer, a practitioner, just a real health conscious person, or we also have people coming to us that unfortunately have been diagnosed with some form of disease state, that they're now looking, what can I do besides traditional Western medicine? Unfortunately, in the West, we are in a disease management business. And, we're looking at how can you address the cause of the problem? And as you said, it's not just looking at full body, it's looking at mind, body, and spirit. They're all intertwined. And all my years in working with collective consciousness, quantum entanglement, and all of these different factors, you start weighing all those in, everything plays a critical role. And a big part of what we're doing is we build out the pillars under genetic lifespan, from banking your immune system, precision nutraceuticals, a peptide division that's validated what's best for you, working with gene and cell therapies, telemedicine. All these pieces are intertwined and linked to give you the best possible support for your wellness outcome. And that's what we're so excited about. And by the way, we're on our way to doing this on a global basis. So it's not just in the US, this is a global platform. And we're so excited having individuals like yourself with tremendous credibility and experience to see this and say, wow, I see the value. And, like you said, you got your test. It's always an eye opener. No one's perfect. But the fact that you're 10, 11 years younger biologically.
10 years younger biologically, yeah.
That's awesome. And your pace of aging, I know, is less than one
it
to
is.
one, which is awesome. There's no such thing as reverse aging. That's a marketing term. But we can slow down your pace of aging. And that's what's exciting. And so we are real passionate about what we're doing. We took 3 years, we invested 7 figures of our own monies as a team, and we created it, we proved it out, we created the marketing around it, and then we started to offer it. So it was ready. It wasn't, let's test it now. We went right to a product that works and is amazing. And we've got hundreds of people that have done the test thus far. And it's pretty exciting.
It's very exciting. And again, I like the fact that you have the power in your own hands, right? I believe your health is an investment. You have to be proactive, especially after the last 5 years, everything that we've been through, right? And I want to know, and again, it showed me things I need to work on, or things that I wasn't aware of. But it also validated the good things that I'm doing. And now I'm on a mission to help others. I honestly believe, Jeffrey, that everyone should do this test. And I'll tell you, folks, mine's right here, and it was 62 pages long. 62 pages long. And also, Jeffrey, what I liked, how simplistic it was. You do it in the comfort of your own home, folks. You don't have to go to a lab. There's no needle. I am the biggest, I mean, I'm not a big medical person anyway, but whenever I do blood, I have to turn my head. I don't like looking at the blood. They can never find my veins. Are poking me and poking me. None of that. It took 5 minutes. You put it in a box, ship it, and you get your results in about 4 weeks. But again, I've never had a blood test that was this thorough. And it was like this much. The vial was like, what, an inch and a half big or something?
A couple mLs. It's not from your vein. It's a simple, and you're right. By the way, the biggest panic, you'd be surprised now that we're really focused on this. People are panicked with needles. They are, even a finger prick is an issue. This is such a simple device. Your upper shoulder, you push a little button, you can't feel it, and all of a sudden it takes 2 mLs of blood. It's done. It's over with, and you put it in the return box, and you're finished. It's a 10-minute process in the comfort of your home or office.
Yeah, it's easy breezy, but I found what was really impressive though, all the data that you could find out from just that little bit of blood. That really blew my mind.
Well, it is totally different than your traditional blood serum test. When you go to the doctor and it's your physical, or you're sick, or you're in the hospital, and they take some vials of blood, they're looking at a snapshot of what's in your blood over the last 12 to 36 hours. What we're looking at, we're breaking it down into the DNA, and we're running it through genetic sequencing, and we're running it through what's called methylation sequencing. And that we only need very little, because that's looking at what's coming off the cells. There's something called methylone, which every cell in your body gives off. We're measuring that. So it's not a snapshot of 12 to 36 hours. It's what's been happening in your cells over the past 90 to 120 days. Wow. Total different concept. So just because it's in your blood, those nutrients, it doesn't mean it's getting in your cells either. We've discovered that you are not what you eat, you are what you absorb. Correct. And we're measuring what's absorbed and what's actually going on.
Right. And I just want to close with this, because the other thing that was eye-opening for me, and I do spend good money on supplementation, right? But I wasn't absorbing all my B vitamins, which so I had to order a special methylated B vitamins. So you may be in the same boat, folks. You could be taking some of the best supplements, but they may not be assimilating in your body. And I think about all the money over the years that I've spent, and I wasn't absorbing it. So what good is it?
Yep.
What good is it? So this really is a powerful tool for your health, your future. And like what you said, Jeffrey, I'm all about quality of life.
Yeah.
Who wants to live a long life if you don't have quality of life? And if you can improve it or change it based on this test, what you know, then why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
It's just slight lifestyle modifications. I tell people, they said, how quick is the change? And the reality is, it's like changing a radio station. If you don't want to listen to soft rock and you want to listen to country, you change the channel. Everything shifts when you change a channel, consciously, subconsciously, physically, all of those things. Now, those results you don't see in moments. Those results take time, but guess what? Some people over the next couple of days start feeling better. And then it's over the next couple of weeks. And then when you go 6 months out and retest, you can actually see it in your diagnostics. And that's that kind of ultimate validation. As a science guy, we all want to see proof, right? Don't tell me how you feel. Let me measure it. How can I measure it? We're measuring it. And that's what's really exciting.
Yes. And I can't wait to do it again in 6 months. And now it's like, I want to move those markers. So I'm excited about doing that. So thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate your time. I know you're super busy. And folks, you can check this out at myholisticclub.com. This information is on there. It's called Genetic Lifespan. It's under the products tab. Again, we only put what we feel are the best products on our website, and we're on a mission to help people get healthier. And we believe knowledge is power. So thank you, Jeffrey, so much. And we
Thank
will
you,
talk to you
Amy.
all soon. Bye.
Appreciate it.